ready to get back on game action?
Yeah, it's been a good break. We've had some good practices. Hopefully that translates into good play.
Mm-hmm. How's Marty looking? He got through a whole
Yeah, I
practice.
got through a whole practice. We'll look at him again in the morning here, but there's a chance.
Okay. He'll skate. You guys will skate in the morning.
Yeah.
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 Gotcha.
Dave, just to follow up on Lindback, obviously yesterday we asked you about him, but how much or how many games do you anticipate him playing, weaving in the backup, whoever that may be? He's only played 24 games in a season. That's why I ask.
I'm going to play as many as he dictates, right? If he plays well, we're going to play him. If we need to put somebody else in because he's tired, then we'll put somebody else in. If we need to put somebody else in because he doesn't play well, then we'll put somebody else in. But he's the guy right now. We're going to see if we can do it.
Have you sensed any change in his approach or demeanor? He seems very kind of even keel, which is maybe what you hope.
He went through this last year too, so it's not this. He's not like he's a young guy hoping for an opportunity. He's been around the league for quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
Dave, some of the guys were talking about reaching the 30-game mark in the season, and we know that you like to track the season in games of 10, and I'm just curious what some of the messages to the players were or some of the trends you've seen in 30 games.
There's a lot of areas we can improve. Simple as that. There's, 5-on-5 play is each of the three segments we've done have been a little bit different, but the last one, there's lots of room for improvement. Our goaltending, there's room for improvement. Our power play, there's room for improvement. There's lots of areas where we can continue to grow. Positive stuff is young players have been pretty good. Our penalty killing has been pretty good, so some positives and always stuff to improve.
Trying something new with OEL and Murph, and then Stone and Grossman.
Yeah, we're just the other day they were the other way yesterday, so we'll see how things pan out here.
You've been known as a communicator with your players. They all talk about you that way. Goaltending is a little bit different breed. How much do you step into that role? How much do you leave it to John to handle that side of things?
Well, Smitty and I have a pretty good relationship from before, so that's an easy one. I mean, there's the tactical part of goaltending. I'll always get the opinion of the expert, as much as coaches sometimes thinks they're experts. The goaltending guru is the real expert, so, so I stay in touch pretty close, but even though you're not talking, you still have a pretty good handle on what's going on.
How are you handling this particular situation then with Andres, who's also a new guy in that locker room?
Yeah, you just make sure he knows that he knows what's expected from him. Like I just said, he's not. It's not like he's a young guy that hasn't been around the league. He's been around the league a long time, so it's he recognizes the opportunity and he wants to embrace it.
Do you think he's ready for it?
Yeah, I think he did it last year. Why can't he do it again this year? He's one of those guys that has never seemed to be able to keep a hold of things, and sometimes it's been a lack of opportunity, and sometimes hasn't played well enough. So he's going to get the opportunity now. If he plays well enough, could be the break he needs.
Dave, can you share a thought on the Lucas Lesio trade from yesterday? This Christian Thomas, might we see him this season, or is that a minor league deal?
I actually watched him play last week in Carolina with Montreal, so I don't know the player real well. That was one that I think both organizations just thought the players needed a change, and so he'll start down in Springfield, and we'll see how it goes down there.
Why did you think Lesio needed a change? He was a guy that for a while we thought was going to be a part of this team's future.
Yeah, sometimes that happens. They just kind of flatten out, just need new surroundings. It's not the first time it's happened, won't be the last.